Hey JP. Um, so we're working on going live. I don't think we're live quite yet, but I'll bring you up. Just hang with me.
Okay,
Oh, we're live
cool.
now.
Yay!
What an introduction this is. Yay, technology. Normally I
Well,
try and do a bit of a, hey, what's up? But you're really seeing behind the scenes today. And I'm just going
well,
to give you this whole, you know him from social media. And here he is back on social media again, and I didn't even get to use it. So yay for me,
I
taking
well,
the
I
time to
th-
prepare.
I think we should tell people that we actually rehearsed this introduction that looked like it was like a weird introduction. So I think it's going according to plan.
Perfect. Great. Exactly what I wanted to do. JP Sears, you are here with me today. Thank you so much for joining us on Comedy 1031, Ultimate Professionals at All Times.
Heck yeah! Thank you for having me, Allie.
Yeah, it's great being here. So I knew you do stand up because I watch the Comedy Works calendar and we love Comedy Works and they're always letting us know, who's coming to town. But I do know you from your social media videos, which is, I think, probably how most people know you. You're without the Sans headband today. But
I am.
so how did you make that transition, I guess, from stand up to, creating social media content, or have you always done stand up?
Well, I'm comedy fluid. For me, comedy is like music, and different instruments can play music, and it's like doing online videos. That's one instrument. Doing stand-up comedy on the stage, that's a different instrument. And though they're very different instruments, I'm playing the music of comedy through both. So with that said, there is a difference, and there was a transition. I started with online videos first, and how I made the transition was, I think, first off, being willing to be scared. It's like, oh, stand up, I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna try. And to me, that's like human nature. That's how we find more joy and happiness. We do things we don't know how to do. Happiness, joy, it's outside of our comfort zone. If we just stay lodged in the coffin of our comfort zone, we know how to do everything in there, but it's not fulfilling. We start to hate our lives. But just like a child learns to walk, even though it doesn't know how to walk, but it attempts to do the thing it doesn't know how to do. So in other words, I started doing this weeble wobble walk, and of course, new to stand up at the time. And so I learned a lot, but was having such a great time right off the bat. Warm audiences, it was amazing. So I just kept going with it. So it's like but I do have to like practice like the two instruments of online videos and stand-up comedy.
So I mean, for those of us who spend so much of our time on social media, either consuming it or trying to create good content, you kind of, I don't know if you stumbled across it or what the process was like of finding videos that have very much become memes and total hits, and obviously resonate a lot with a millennial audience member like myself. So
Yeah.
what was that process like? Was it just dumb luck?
It was dumb. I don't know if luck or dumb hard work, but I'll tell you how dumb it was. I on my good days I function like Forrest Gump, who I love Forrest Gump. So in the movie, he's literally so dumb, like he's got a low IQ, so he's like objectively dumb. And I know it's a little, sounds mean to say, but like, yeah, the guy's
It was
dumb.
1994. We're referencing an old movie. I think
Okay,
it's
yeah, we
okay.
can still use the dumb. We don't have to cancel each other yet for.
Yeah, I think we're okay for now.
Yeah, but I'll say something that'll get me canceled here in a second. I just won't know. But, but so Forrest Gump, his brilliance though was he'd follow his heart. He never knew where he was going, but he always got somewhere brilliant because he was always following his heart. And on my good days, that's what I'm doing. It's how I've been able to grow a nice presence and create a great audience and people that want to watch my stuff. It's not orchestrated by design yet. It's a fruit of me following my heart. It's like, oh, like make comedy videos, like okay, like let me try that. I don't know how to do that, or like doing stand up. Like I don't know how to do that, but that sounds exciting. So let me fumble my way through learning that, and then as micro as like video ideas come in, I was like, oh, okay, that's an exciting idea. Let me do that. So I love to Forrest Gump my way along, and I don't know where I'm going yet. I'm getting there by following my heart, I think.
So you mentioned getting canceled, and I mean, cancel culture is something that is such a hot button issue right now. I'm itching my head. I'm sorry. Like I did not take a shower this morning. I'm
Yeah.
in rough shape. Anyways, a lot of your videos that you create do call out, like one I think that we're all familiar with is about vegans. Have you gotten any pushback from people? And then there was one that you did as well about people eating paleo, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways, you've got people that I'm sure not only are you impersonating, but offending in the process.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've gotten a lot of vitriol from that.
Certainly some. The positive feedback it always far outweighs the negative feedback. And, at this stage of the journey I'm in, I'm at a point where like the negative feedback, people offending, maybe people trying to cancel me, it's like water running off a duck's back. I'm very selective whose feedback I take on, and it's usually I'm asking that person for the feedback. So the unsolicited feedback of you never make videos again, yeah. It's like, well, I don't think that's heartfelt advice in my best interest. I think that's someone who maybe feels insecure about something within themselves and they project it outward via anger. And I also know my intention, my intention isn't to hurt people. Yeah, I mean, you can get cheap laughs by hurting people. It's like a bullying mentality with comedy. Yet I know that's not my intention. My intention is, one, to make people laugh, but even more significantly, help wake people up so they can follow their own hearts more and have more freedom from fear. And funny thing is, sometimes, people get mad at the alarm clock. And also, of course, my message, it's not for everybody. And if it's not for someone, it's like, cool. Like, thank you for being offended by the 10th video in a row. And like, why are you still watching?
They're still watching.
So, I love people, and I'm grateful that in the day and age we live in, where we have this weird thing where you can't say anything with any degree of meaning without someone getting outraged. And if someone's not getting outraged, you're not saying anything with meaning, most likely. So I'm grateful that I kind of do this, this water running off the duck's back mentality.
That's great. And I mean, you can't hold out for universal approval. I don't think anyone that everyone loves.
Nobody's ever gotten universal approval. And
I think The Rock has universal approval.
What the hell? What would be wrong with you if you hate The Rock? Like, you got problems,
Right? I think you're just trying to be counterculture if you hate The Rock. You don't actually hate him. You're just trying to be different.
Yeah. Nobody, I think it's scientifically proven that it's impossible to genuinely dislike The Rock.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, so you're going to be headed here to Denver. You're going to be performing at Comedy Works South this weekend. Yeah. Have you done much traveling? Is this like your first step out? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling the past maybe 8 weeks on the road.
Oh, great. So you're bringing lots of COVID with you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, all of it. And all the other diseases that we've forgotten about. I'm an equal opportunity disease carrier.
So, oh, excellent. Wow. If this isn't an advertisement for Comedy Works South, I don't know what is.
So we're doing contagious comedy. That's the main thing that's contagious. But yeah, I've been traveling a lot, and something that's awesome with all the clubs, and I know Comedy Works is right on top of it. There's social distancing practices in place to keep people comfortable and also take necessary precautions. So all the responsibilities are there. That's a joy to see. But, more significantly for me, it's a joy to see people coming out and having a great time. And, there's been people that come to my shows that say, JP, like, this got us out of the house. Like, we were kind of like still stuck in fear. Like, maybe it wasn't serving us anymore, but you were coming to town. So like, this was our first date night since March. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. So yeah, I'll tell you this, Allie. I'm not a doctor, but I am a human. So I'll share this. I love human connection. And I know we're treating human connection as though it's a deadly experience. And of course, we want to have right-minded medical precautions. I don't think we want to have fear-mongering, but we want to have healthy choices made. Yet I'm just, at my heart and soul, human connection is something I absolutely love. So doing these shows with the audiences, hadn't been able to for a long time, but coming back live on stage and seeing people gathered, smiling, laughing together. It's my highest joy.
Oh, well, we're so happy you get to experience one of your highest joys here. If you would like to see JP here in Denver, you can at Comedy Works South. Don't know if we've mentioned that a couple times yet. We will have a link with tickets on not only the Comedy 1031 page, but our Facebook page as well. You can head right over to Comedy Works. Their website, comedyworks.com, is easy to find. And JP, thanks for taking the time to virtually connect with me this morning. I genuinely enjoyed talking to you.
A pleasure, Allie. Thank you for having me on, sister, and I can't wait for our paths to cross again sometime.
Yes, I hope they cross for real, because that would be excellent. I'd like
in
to
person.
just like give you an elbow bump or something.
Yep, indeed. Like elbows aren't contagious.
Let's hope not. I don't really sneeze or cough into mine all that much, but
I
knows?
come from a culture where instead of using toilet paper, we use our elbows.
Oh, well, instead of toilet, how do you even reach? You must be so flexible.
A lot of flexibility training, Allie. Yeah.
Man, okay, you're going to need to teach me that, because I don't think I can even get my elbow behind my back all the way. I'm going to have to practice. JP, thanks for joining me this morning. You've given me something to work on, that's for sure.
Thank you, Allie.
All right, so if you want tickets to see JP, we're going to have a link up connected not only to this broadcast, but on our website, Comedy 1031. You can check out comedyworks.com as well. And thank you to everyone for joining me today. And sorry again about the technical difficulties. They happen, right?